Let me start, first of all, on behalf of the United Nations family, to commend the government of Kenya, KEPSA, all the multilateral stakeholders for a very successful conference on Friday. It demonstrated to many countries all over the world how open national dialogue can make a fundamental difference in creating confidence. And trust me, this conference has been watched all over the world, with many, many civil societies asking their own governments to follow Kenya's example. So I would start with that. Secondly, I would commend and congratulate Kenya for actually having been, in July 2011, the second country in Africa, after South Africa, to start the first launch of the Open Data Set initiative. Currently, over 160 government data sets are available to a publicly accessible online portal. How many of you know that? How many of you have actually gone into those online portals which are available? And that is where civil society has a very important role of educating their citizens, their partners, the public servants about the importance of accessing this, because that is where real knowledge of governance is gained. So again, Kenya is really leading a way exceptionally for many other countries, not just in Africa, but all over the world, on how open government data systems work. It is becoming very quickly a very important political and commitment for many, many countries now, because it is doing the following. Number one, it's spurring economic growth. Number two, it is improving transparency and public accountability. Number three, more efficient and use of public resources. And then it strengthens citizens' participation in open governance and in the governance process. So what it does is essentially make sure that Kenya becomes more investor-friendly, because it creates global confidence to invest in Kenya. And that is why there are three countries which have been identified by The Economist and by various multilateral institutions, which is Nigeria, Kenya, and South Africa, which will be the most investor-friendly countries in the world, given the fact that Kenya went from 130 in the ease of doing business back in 2014 to about 81 in 2017, and in 2018 they rose to 61. What we should be aspiring to do, get into the top 20 category. That's where Kenya needs to be, because that is where the fastest economic growth is going to be. Already the projections are that in the next 10 years, between Ethiopia, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, we would be seeing a double-digit economic growth. In order to take advantage of that, certain fundamentals need to be set right immediately. Where there is no open government data systems, there is corruption. And corruption, ladies and gentlemen, can be defeated overnight through technology. That is the first preemptor of moving the technological landscape. So again, I commend the government of Kenya to looking at the whole issue of big data, of technology, of innovation, and guiding the way of overcoming the scourge of corruption. And this is one of the techniques that you're already advancing. So well done on that. So we prevent corruption, we improve public scrutiny, and as a result, we improve public confidence. I'm really confident and I'm pleased, as part of the UN family and as the UN resident coordinator to Kenya, is that Kenya is a place that the entire UN family is fully committed to ensuring the success of the Big Four agenda. The open government data system will be the fundamental for the success of the Big Four agenda. The Big Four agenda, the development agenda, is going to skyrocket not just Kenya's economic growth, but improve public participation and ensure that no Kenyan is left behind, and that is fundamental to it. So once again, Mr. Deputy President, I commend your leadership for something as important as this. God bless the President of Kenya, God bless the Deputy President of Kenya, and God bless Kenya.